So now you have a hot little copy of where your money is going. What next? Remember those percentages that we listed in the first video about your different buckets? If not, here we go and I'll put them up again. Your next job is to look at the budget that you've done in the last part and see how your percentages fit into our ideal budget percentages as shown. Has it pinpointed any problems for you? Do you have too much debt? Are you living in a house above your means? Example of this is if your mortgage or your rent costs are more than the 30%. This shows that you're living somewhere that maybe you can't quite afford, and this might be a problem. Or it might show that you aren't saving enough. If your savings aren't reaching the 20%, you might be spending too much. Or are you spending too much? Is your frivolous spending outside the 20%? So you might have to cut back on some of those Friday cocktails. If so, and it does show you one of these things, that's good, because now you can know where your shortfalls are and get you on the road to change, and ultimately sitting back, sipping cocktails in the world of financial freedom. There might be a few times I make exception to these rules. The main one is if you have a young family. If you do and your numbers aren't stacking up against our ideal, don't beat yourself up. Having a young family is one of the most financially challenging times that you can go through, so just do as best as you can. Congratulations are now in order. Well done, you've done the hard work. You can now look at this and know exactly how much it costs to run you. So minus the savings 20% and the spending 20% out of it, and this figure here is exactly how much it costs to operate your household. So if somebody asks how much your expenses are, you can rattle off this figure and you know confidently this is how much you need to live each day. Well done. This is powerful stuff. Plus you now know how much money you need to keep your world spinning. Now let's move on to the next section, which is about automating your life. This is where it takes budgeting to the point where it's easy. Thanks.